welcome to the Bourbon Doctors. This is our second bracket. Again, big bracket today. Booker's, Elijah Craig, Michter's, and Longbranch. What do you think?
So, I mean, the first round, the 1 seed went all the way through. Let's see if that happens again. We've already talked about, Booker's is a heavy hitter. It's a really good bourbon. I'd be surprised if it didn't make it all the way through, but that's why you play the games, right? That's why we're tasting the bourbon. Ready? Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, let's start it up.
Okay, this is our second bracket of the 2021 Bourbon Tournament. Lower left bracket, for those of you who looked at the bracket, this is a big matchup. This is Booker's versus Elijah Craig. What do you think?
I think it's a 1 and a 4 seed, and you know how those usually go. The higher seed usually wins, but not always.
Here's what I'll tell you. The big thing why Booker's is a 1, it has to do with price, but also the biggest thing that stands out to me in these is the difference in proof. This Booker's is the 2020 batch 3 pigskin batch. It runs 127 proof.
That's a little bit more than Elijah Craig.
Elijah Craig
it's
runs
a little
94
bit more,
proof.
A little bit more than Elijah Craig.
So you would think, now that being said, the Booker's I've had in the past, you can't tell.
No,
it's a barrel strength bourbon that is very, very tasty.
So, if I just Booker's is one of my personal favorites. I don't know.
It's one of my personal favorites.
So that being said, watch. I'll pick the Elijah Craig.
You never know.
You never know.
That's why we do them.
That's why we're doing it
That's
blinded. Sort of blinded, anyway.
Ready?
A. Starting with A.
Yeah, you start with A. Remember?
Yeah.
All right. You're just gonna shoot it again. Okay.
I went right for it. Whoo! That's got a little spice at the end, my friend.
I thought it was pretty sweet.
I mean,
Actually,
it is
like
a very sweet bourbon.
Very sweet.
You don't have that. It's a little bit of spice. I don't know.
I think
It's good. It's good.
I think you're wearing down, man. As the day goes on, you get.
Well, this is the second round of our bourbon tournament. For you guys, it's a new episode. For us, it's episode number 2. B.
That to me was smooth. And
It was
sweet.
really good. See, you never leave any. Like, what if you want to go back?
We got more in the bottle.
That is true, I guess. Oh, come on. Now, when I say come on,
That's good too.
it is a good bourbon. It has a nice sweet finish to it. It's got a lovely. It's gentle. But it doesn't have the spice and the fire of that Booker's. Come on.
You think that's Booker's?
That's Booker's. This is the Elijah Craig. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It just is what it is.
Here's what I will say. Let me try.
That's why I
this
say
again.
it's sort of blinded. Like, I think you can tell the difference.
If I had to drink one the rest of the night, A. Not that this is fantastic. They're both fantastic. But, that's the yardstick. You got to sit and drink one the rest of the night. Just throw it in a glass. Sipping time. Sipping on the porch, man.
Now, see, I think there's different ways that you can figure out which one you like better, right? Mm-hmm. And I would say that one has a little bit more oomph to it. It has a little bit more fire to it. It has a little more spice. It has a little more complexity. But that is not to say that this one isn't like a nice, gentle, sipping bourbon. Mm-hmm. And if you go, well, really, those are two different things. We're comparing apples and oranges a little bit. Now, that being said...
We're comparing bourbon to bourbon.
Yeah, but bourbons run a
You know
gamut.
what MD
You know
stands
as well
for.
as I do. Bourbon runs a gamut.
You're an MD. What does MD stand for? Make a decision. All right? So
I
I
like
already
that.
made my decision. I said A.
A is the bourbon to go on to the next round.
All
I
right.
agree.
Booker's.
No surprise there. The number 1 seed moves
I
on.
actually kind of thought that was going to be Elijah Craig.
Oh, come
I
on.
really did.
Come on. All right.
Booker's.
It's moving on.
All right.
All right.
Round two of bracket 2.
This is what I call the Chad Bus bracket
Why?
because of the Longbranch.
I love Longbranch.
He loves him some Longbranch.
Huh? I like Texas bourbons.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan, but we'll see. We'll see
Teach
how it
his own.
goes.
You never know,
Teach his
man.
own.
You
All right.
never know. So what do we
And
got here? We got
if we think
Michters.
we're gonna pick Longbranch over Michter's,
We got Michter
Come on.
versus Longbranch.
come on, really for real?
We're going to do it.
All right,
You never know.
you never know.
All right.
Starting
A.
with A. All right, we've been at this a bit today, and this was an underwhelming bourbon.
Good. A little boring.
It's a little boring.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
Good, but a little boring.
That's. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's bourbon. There ain't nothing wrong with it. But compared to what we've been tasting today, that was a little.
Yeah.
That was a little. That was a little. All right, is my palate just burnt out from the last round? What's going on?
Yeah, I agree.
We're on YouTube. You have to actually.
I agree.
You might want
No,
to.
I agree with you, man.
I'm just saying.
I'm kind of feeling the same way you're feeling.
Like, both of those
I'm feeling
are.
it. They're good, but I don't go.
No, neither one of them is.
It don't make me go woo. Woo.
Ric Flair's gonna have us for like.
Copyright infringement.
Yeah, copyright infringement. Thank you.
Yeah. Maybe we should be the bourbon attorneys.
Hey, forever YouTube out there, YouTuber, there's your next idea. The bourbon attorneys doesn't have quite the same ring.
Boy, I don't know, man.
Oh, I know. After that last flavor, I'm going here.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, what
I
do we
agree.
got? Michter's. I told you. It was a little closer than I thought it would be.
Michter's wins. Michter's moves on.
I have to say, I really thought that was going to be a slam dunk, and it was not.
Good.
But you know what that means?
That means we got a final matchup.
That means we got a final matchup. That
Booker's
I don't think it's
versus
gonna,
Michter's.
I don't think it's going to be a hard decision.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
All right, championship round, bracket 2. What do we got?
I've forgotten.
Booker's.
Oh, yeah.
127 proof.
That Booker's and Michter's.
Versus Michter's.
Bookers and Michters. That is true.
Refresh your memory.
Thank you. That was helpful.
I heard you had a mini stroke yesterday.
I might have had a mini stroke yesterday.
It survived.
I survived.
Good.
And not only that, we're recording YouTube episodes today.
Nothing wrong with a mini stroke once in a while, just to reset.
Sometimes you got to reset.
I'd call it a reset.
No, I'd agree
All right.
with you.
All right. What do you want to do? You want to go straight to A? We don't know what they are. We know what one's Booker's and one's Michter's, but they look fairly similar. Let's go.
I'm gonna just.
You can't do
They really look exactly the same. I don't know which one it is. No, it's not Booker's and Michters, is it? Is it? Yeah, it is.
Booker's and
Michters. You're right.
This is a very sweet bourbon.
It's good.
It's got a nice flavor to it.
I mean, I haven't said any of them are bad. Actually, that one was boring as shit. Oh God, I don't think I'm supposed to swear on YouTube. That's number 2. Huh?
Ken outside of 3 minutes is what I heard. So that was A. Let's go with B.
All right, let's go with B. Ooh, there's a little nuttiness to that one.
Much more complex. I already know what I'm going with.
Well, I know you're going to go here.
Yeah, I'm going there. It's
you're
just,
gonna go
it's
there.
better. I've had this, and here's what I'd say. This is really good. It's a sweet bourbon. It's good. It's something I'd sit out on the porch, do a little porch sipping. And I love it, porch sipping. But if you said, and again, what's the yardstick? You got to drink some of this the rest of the night. And granted, it's 127 proof, so it's going to be a short night. Yeah. For the most part. Yeah. If this is what I think it is, I'm going with B.
So I agree with you that I think this is Booker's, and I've already mentioned in a previous segment that Booker's is one of my favorites. And in the last round, I thought Michter's was really boring, and yet somehow
do it again.
Somehow, right now,
you had a stroke.
I might have had a stroke. I don't know.
He's had a stroke. He'll be fine. Actually, you know what?
You know the sad thing is, it's not that we play doctors on TV. We just drink bourbon on TV. In real life, we are doctors, and so I didn't really have a stroke. Just so you know. You're right. It is. I mean, I hate to say it. This is Booker's.
Why do you hate to say
this
it?
is more complex because for a split second,
I like
that
it.
was really good.
Here's what I'm gonna say. It's good.
This is the confusing thing. Last round, that bourbon against Longbranch.
Here's what I'm gonna tell
you.
you.
And they were both kind of boring.
Let's flip it and see what we think. If we're right.
Ha. This is Booker's.
Okay, but
what a surprise.
Booker's won. Booker's is moving on. But here's what I'm gonna tell you. You go to the liquor store, you got a $50 bill, and that's all you got. Michter's is pretty damn good. You can't get Booker's. Booker's is what, about $7?
You know what? This makes us sound like we're crazy because in the last segment, we had that against your Longbranch, and both were kind of meh. And now
Longbranch.
it's
Don't mess with my Longbranch.
It's very interesting. It just is interesting.
Matthew
to see.
McConaughey, if you're watching this, I like Longbranch. It's good. Okay, I like the mesquite flavor. I like the spice. I like the Texas in it.
Maybe he'll come and join us for a tasting. I mean, I doubt it.
You're welcome to anytime.
All right.
Matthew McConaughey, if you're watching this, you're welcome to do a tasting with us. Come on.
All right, great episode. Booker's moves on to the final four. Remember a couple things. Remember, subscribe, like the Bourbon Doctors, and I don't know, what's bourbon for?
Oh, is that where we're going with this?
That's where we're going. How do we end every episode?
Well, I never know where you're going. Remember, bourbon is for drinking.